Hi, this is Dunni with Sisters Unveiled, bringing you our Sisters Talk with Dunni. And this is a girls' talk show where we women sit down and we talk about things that affects us in the society today as women. I truly hope it blesses you, and I truly hope that you are impacted by our Sisters Talk. So why don't you join us on our Sisters Talk today? Hi, welcome to Sisters Talk with Dunni, and this is another amazing segment. Here with me, I have two amazing women here. To my left, this is Nike, and to my right, this is Bisola. We want to talk about something really important today. I don't know how much that affects you, but I think it's something that pretty much affects most of us. I wouldn't say it's limited to women, but since this platform is really directed towards women, I think we all could learn a thing or two from this. All right, ladies, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
So everyone, of course, have a social media page. Don't you have a social media account?
Yes, we do.
Okay. Now, I just want us to just real quick, just talk about the effects of social media. And we have so many things to talk about, so just please stay good. But we want to start from somewhere, and then you get the gist real quick. We want to talk about social media and the effects of social media. You know, I've had a lot of people say, oh, this person posts too much. Oh, why does this person post this? Oh, this person's frequency of posting is too much. And anytime people come to me to tell me things like that, the first thing I tell them is, you know, you can't control what someone posts on their page, but you can control how you react to what they put on their page. So what is your view about things like that?
Should I go first?
Of anyone can go first.
Well, that's a very valid, this is a valid conversation because honestly, I've heard people say that as well.
Right.
And at some point, I've also felt that way too. About some certain people's kind of posts.
Okay.
And to be honest, I know that everybody has their individual pages and it's personal to you.
That's
how
right.
you intend to run your page.
That's right.
Is totally your prerogative. But
Right.
at the same time, there's what they call being responsible. I know someone who posts like every other minutes, every other second. I mean, if that gives the person joy, fine. All I just did was I muted myself.
Okay.
The one that wasn't really, if the post doesn't have anything to do for me, like
Doesn't add any value.
it doesn't,
to you.
it's not edifying, it's
Okay.
not adding value, it's not a business post or
Right.
whatever, it's not anything comical or whatever. I just pass or unfollow such people. So
Okay.
I think that's the beauty about this thing called social media. You know,
Okay.
it's giving us the ability to,
That's right.
you know, do whatever I want to do with our page. If someone's
right.
page is not edifying enough for you, you can
Right.
unfollow. There's the unfollow button.
Right.
You can put your page on private. If someone is being offended by your post, you have a choice who you allow into your social media space.
Okay.
So those are part of the way I have been able to keep my sanity and space.
Okay.
First and foremost, I want to talk about the definition of social media.
Right.
Social media is usually a platform whereby people network.
Of course.
There's several avenues to networking, okay? In your religious point of view, you can use it as a tool of evangelism.
Of course.
As a business personnel, you can use it as a mode whereby you know, advertise yourself, advertise your business.
That's
And for people like us that we go on there just for
social, of
just for
course.
social fun
Right.
and networking, meeting
Right.
friends. Let me tell
That's
you,
true.
being on social media for me, I really don't pay too much attention to what other people are doing.
Right.
I have to guide and guard my own
mental space.
sanity and mental status
That's right.
so jealously that
That's right.
if I see something is offensive to
Right.
me, I mean, I chose to follow.
Right.
And for whoever is following me, they are choosing to follow me as well.
Right.
Okay.
I chose to follow you. So if I feel like, okay, your posts are not really responsible, they are not edifying,
Right.
I will, just to protect my own sanity, I will unfollow.
That's
Okay.
right.
But there is no, I don't think for any matured or responsible person,
Right.
you shouldn't be offended by what somebody else is putting out there.
On your page.
And if it is offending you, depending on what they are doing, and some people do put out graphic stuff.
Right.
But if
Exactly.
I'm putting out family pictures,
of course
fun
not.
pictures,
No, of course.
and somebody is getting
course.
mad
Yeah.
about it,
Yeah.
they need
Yeah.
to check themselves.
Yeah.
But if it's graphic,
Yeah.
if it's
Yeah.
something that's just not morally
Yeah.
right, of course, just
Yeah.
to keep my own sanity, I unfollow.
And
such
that's
pages.
why I mentioned,
Yeah.
if the post is offensive, if the post is not edifying for
Right.
you, or it's against your own moral belief.
Right.
Everybody has different things they consider moral, So
I agree. Everyone,
So-
because if you're telling yourself,
Yeah,
sometimes you can say
so-
maybe this thing is fine, but somebody else is perceiving
but
it.
so for me, I just feel people should just let people live and let live, because like I said, like she rightly said,
Yes.
social media is
It's a tool.
It's a tool, like the word, to socialize,
Right. Right.
and it has different pros and cons.
Cons to it. It does. of course.
Now, it's different if the argument is what are the pros of the social media, or if the argument is it's just offensive to someone else, that someone else is posting at a certain frequency,
That's right.
I don't think that should be anyone's problem,
That's right.
So, but for me, I just believe that whatever you decide to do with your social media, is that social media never forgets. That's they always say the internet never forgets.
It stays
So
there. Okay.
just try to stay responsible with
Okay.
whatever you do on it, as long as
Okay.
it makes you happy, as long as you are of age to be on that app. You should have the mental capacity to judge and
Okay.
tell what's right from what's
So, what two things that I've gotten here is, of course, it is a tool. So you can choose what you want to do with it.
That's
A lot of
right.
people will go there and post about their business. People are going on there. People are networking. People are going on there meeting people.
Oh, sure,
And also, you also have the power of choice.
Oh, yeah.
So even if someone is posting certain things, I have the power to say, well, I'm tired of watching what this person is posting.
Exactly.
Let me mute them,
That's
or
it.
let me even unfollow them.
Unfollow.
You know. So, and I like the fact that Instagram has given us that option to say,
Right.
well, let me mute or unfollow.
Exactly.
Because really, I've seen a lot of women who social media has negatively affected them at times, has negatively affected their marriage. You know, even their personal lives. They would see another woman posting something, and then they lose their joy. You know, they feel like, oh, I'm inferior. This woman is always posting this. That means this, and it worries me when I see people have that kind of perception, because I think that we also have that. I like the way you said you guide your mind jealousy. The scripture says we should guide our hearts.
Yeah.
You know, so if I'm guiding my heart, if someone posts, I have people that unfortunately, that I follow, but they're on mute.
Right.
And I say that because a lot of times sometimes what they post, I just feel like, okay, maybe this person should just be on mute for now. It doesn't mean that I hate them.
Put them on timeout.
Just put them on timeout. It doesn't mean that I hate them, but I've realized that, like you said, we have the power of choice.
Oh, yeah.
And so we all need to understand that we have the power of choice,
Right, right.
I've seen people say, oh, this person is her birthday, but why does she have to post so many times? I'm like, if this is you don't have a right to tell someone how frequent they post on it. You don't even know what they have been through.
Exactly.
To feel the need to do that.
Exactly.
Do you understand?
Exactly. So that's
By
it.
that one day.
That's it.
Now judge them.
And judge and say,
Right,
oh, this
right.
person. No. You
And-
don't even know what their shoes, what
Right.
they've been through.
And-
That's right.
You know, so a lot of times I feel it's important for us as women, because one of the reasons why I wanted to kind of talk about this is the way we guard our hearts, the way we also allow what other people post affect us. I'm tired of seeing people pick up the phone and say, oh, did you see what Dunni posted? Oh, such and such and such. If you're tired of what Dunni is posting, I think you should unfollow her or mute her.
Not to.
And we should grow. Go on.
Yeah, I mean, I guess being on social media, there has to be a level of maturity.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because
Maturity.
I don't understand how what I choose to do with my own platform should impact you, whether negatively or not. To the point where it bothers you so much to pick up the phone.
Yeah.
You lose your peace, you're picking up the
Yeah,
phone to call
that's
somebody.
right.
So it has gotten to another level then.
That's witchcraft.
Yes.
Okay, so
That's the level of witchcraft right there.
for me, it's actually ridiculous. But honestly, I've seen some people abuse the platform.
I like that. People, of course, people do abuse.
And
No doubt.
and the truth is, in as much as social media is social, in everything, they say too much of everything is
It's
not
there
not
has to
good,
be
of course.
moderation.
there has to be what they call you have to be responsible. Now, I wouldn't say because social media is free, it's my prerogative to choose whatever I post on my
Right.
page, then I am not sensitive to the fact that I have some people who are probably looking up to me, either my
Of course.
younger generation,
Yes.
and everything. There's some certain way there's some certain things
Yeah.
I wouldn't put up there, which will mislead this group of
I like
people.
that. Yeah, we're going to
Now,
get there.
so your social media interaction and all that also depends on the kind of people who are on your page, who are your followers, the kind of personality you have,
Exactly.
and what you're trying to put out there.
Yeah.
So if I want to be viewed as, say, a Christian, because I know some people, they come on social media, they're posting Christian. I'm not judging no one, but they're different from some, but that's the image
they want
they
to
want you
project
to
out
see.
there.
So that's what social media is, make believe. Some people just want to have this persona of wealthy, all they
And that's
show
what
you
they put
is
there for you to
their
see.
wealthy side.
Okay.
It doesn't mean they don't have downsides. Some people
course.
just want to have fun. Some people are just, maybe for instance, a makeup artist shows you her work, her jobs, and all those kind of things. That's for business. You see people who are chefs and all of that, they show you their culinary
things,
Some
yeah.
people just love to travel, they show you their journey, they're not showing off. You hear people say, why are you showing off? But this is what gives this person joy. This person loves to travel, this person loves to explore, and she probably wants you to see the world through her own eyes. Someone has gone to Afghanistan, I've never been there, for instance, and she does a video of all the good places in Afghanistan. All my memory of Afghanistan is poverty, hunger.
But then somebody will post really nice things.
Yeah, then you
see.
see, so you're beginning to
changes
see
your
the world.
perspective,
So some people is travel documents. Some people is, sometimes when I post pictures on social media, it's because I don't know how to keep documents and all of that. And notice that when I post things on my Instagram or Facebook, it's there for a long time. For memory. Some people put it there just for safekeeping. So my own page is just a happy page. I'm a family person, post people's
just
birthdays,
post that. Okay.
celebrate my loved ones,
Okay.
because right now I'm not doing any business that requires engagement.
Okay.
But I mean, let people do them, but just also be responsible about what you do on social media, knowing the fact that some people are actually looking up to you.
Yes.
You might not even know that,
Yes, that's very, very important.
you might not know that. In fact, forget about the likes and all of that. Some people who even watch you more are the ones that don't even like your page. They are the ones watching you and taking notes and everything about your life or whatever you do, and you might either be influencing such a person negatively or positively.
Yeah. So I like what you said, because
Yeah.
there's a lot of context in what you said, which is that you don't even, one thing we've been talking about really in church has been evangelism, which is literally you don't even know how somebody else is seeing you and what image you're passing across. It could be positive, it could be negative. So you need to also understand that somebody might consider you as a role model. So I know sometimes you have this mindset that let me be me, I want to do me.
Nobody
And of
cares.
course a lot of times we always say let somebody do them. But I think also when you said post responsibly, I have to be conscious of the fact that maybe I feel like posting some certain things, because my husband is, when we go on vacation, my husband is always saying don't post it, and I'm like, why? And he's like, there are some people that maybe they couldn't afford to go on vacation, and I don't want them seeing our picture and they are sad. And at the point it didn't make sense to me. I went, this is, I feel like everybody could have my own mindset, family post, but I realized that not everybody has that kind of mindset. So it took a long time for me to be like, really, just normal family posting. So I said, okay, I'm just going to give that a break. But I feel like, go on.
Sorry, the truth is you can't satisfy.
You can't.
You can't satisfy everybody. So for me, I just believe whatever you do on social media, just be responsible about it.
Yeah.
And also the motive behind you posting it. Are you posting to do pepper them
But
for somebody else?
Sometimes you may also not have that motive. But sometimes, like we said, somebody else
people
might
will just
perceive it that
interact
way.
exactly.
But why would they perceive my taking pictures
Just
with my
like you
family?
said.
Or taking pictures at a spot I love and I want to keep this memory on my page as showing off.
Just like you said earlier, people we're all different.
Oh, definitely.
Totally different. So what I post as just a family outing, just me appreciating the fact that I've not been able, we've been on lockdown for so long. Now I'm finally able to
Free
go
to
out.
go out.
Now let me post this just for the sake of posting, not because I have any hidden agenda.
Right.
But some other person might see it and perceive it as, is she trying to show off
Yeah.
or something like that? We can't control
How people think.
people react. We can't control what other people will react to when we post.
Right.
You know, as long as your own intention
Exactly.
and put it behind,
Exactly.
you know within yourself that I'm just posting this
That's it.
for the fun of it.
That's it.
Sometimes I get in the mood to post and I post
That's
consecutively for days. And then sometimes
you
you
just
don't
go
see me
off
for months.
and you just go off.
You don't see me for months. That doesn't mean
It's a
I
mood
don't have
thing.
any.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just for pleasure.
Yeah.
For me, it's for pleasure. It's not
Yeah.
to get at anybody or to get unnecessary attention or whatever. It's just for pleasure.
But-
and until people understand or get that understanding that, you know, doing these things is not, it's just, sometimes it's for fun. Sometimes it's an outlet for other people.
Right.
You know,
Right.
it's just an outlet like, okay,
Right.
let me just do this just because I just want to feel free. I just want to, you know. And some other people also do it just for attention. Like, okay, I know some people that would say, I have fans on social media. I have love. Whether or not it is real love or fake love, whatever
They just
it is,
feel loved.
They just feel gratified
Right,
just
they feel
because
the
somebody is
gratification.
clicking like on
Yeah,
my post or
yeah.
somebody is commenting on my
Yeah,
post. That is just...
But you know, I agree. Or even though I don't want to change the topic, you know, of course, everybody kind of has the way they, what's the word? What kind of validates them.
Right.
So I think we're seeing this on two different aspects, because I think for someone that feels like I have to post for someone, maybe that like is what kind of fulfills me. I feel like to an extent, when that like also stops, you know, we also have to be conscious not to let that control our lives one way or the other.
Exactly.
That's
Okay, so-
also my go on.
Sorry, no, you can.
No, so that's also another thing where I feel like this conversation is so diverse.
Yeah.
It is.
So
It
it's
is.
just
Because
the
there are
issue.
many-
Is there so many?
It has
So
different
many.
layers.
Too
So
much,
yeah,
too
so
much.
social media has different layers to it, and that's why some, like in Nigeria now, they're trying to regulate the social media. They're trying to. I think they've already passed the bill, but it has not been approved or whatever.
Because I don't appreciate
Yeah.
that.
No,
That's
yeah,
not
so-
freedom of
No. So because
So
so that's
what
why
they
so
value.
that's why
Yeah,
I'm saying.
yeah,
So
no.
that's what I'm saying. You know, because some people have, even though
They've abused it.
that bill doesn't make sense, it's for me. It's
Yeah,
you know,
no,
robbing
so we're
people
not
of their
even-
freedom
yeah,
of
I mean,
expression.
yeah.
But you
That would
see
take
where times have changed now. Social
Yeah.
media has exposed a lot of. So now we're talking about, after talking about the effect of that on people, we're now talking about the pros and cons of
The
social
pros
media.
and cons of it. Yes.
So now the pro of social media is it has given a lot of businesses visibility.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
It has, you know, you can reach far and wide without even moving an inch.
Absolutely.
You know, so it has given better ways of doing things, and it has also
changed the
exposed.
lives of so many.
Yeah, so
Positively.
Yes.
it is also,
financially.
yeah, it is also very informative. There's some things you don't know about. You see some motivational speakers, some people who are pros in that field giving free lectures online. You are able to listen. You have news. You have, you know, so that cannot be overemphasized.
That's
That
right.
It has the pros are really there. You know, influencers, a lot of, you know, jobless Nigerians, you know, after going through the hassles of looking for job, they
Right.
bring up their talents and just put the camera on. If your talent is good enough, you get around to the
That's
world,
right.
you know. So that's
Of course.
the advantage of social media. But I mean, it's going to be sad to know that. It's also sad to know that social media has caused a lot of people to commit suicide.
Oh yes.
It
of
has
course.
caused depression to a lot of
Young
people.
children and-
Now, so
yeah.
this has to do, for me, I believe it's not necessarily about social media. I want to believe it's the personality of the person.
But social media has also increased.
It has also-
yes,
yes, because-
facilitated a lot of.
So, for
Yeah.
instance, I'm doing a
Yeah.
certain kind of business. Let's say I'm a caterer, for instance, and then I've been in business for 10 years. Then I see a young caterer that has just come into the social media space and everything. She's just 2 years. She's doing all the high-profile jobs. She's visible. Every great wedding, she's the one there, and so you find out where you're like, what am I not doing right? At the end of the day, somewhere in your subconscious, you're kind of second guessing yourself that, oh, okay, I've been here 10 years. What's she doing better than me? So those are the things, the cons of social media, where you see people second guessing their abilities.
Because you can also be inspired. I've seen things on social media that have
So that's why I also
inspired
said personality matters. You know, some people
I
will sit
agree.
and say, okay, this is an inspiration. I want to know this person. I want to
Yeah.
find out how she's
It
doing
also
this and
goes
that.
back again to the mindset and the use, your own use and application of social media.
That's right.
It depends on how you want to utilize it.
Right.
Some people, the example you gave now, that lady
Right.
might see it and say, oh my gosh, it's a con for me because she's doing so well. Now I feel less of myself because I am not
But
at
you
that
can even
level.
reach out to her.
It also has to do with her personality.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. Some
So
people
she
will
might,
see.
she might now decide, okay,
Yeah.
I might be doing something wrong. Let me reach out to this person.
Exactly.
What I can do.
What I
So
can
that
do.
I
So you
can
see,
better myself.
that's a can-do spirit. This person wants to know why
So
and sees
it's
opportunity,
individualized.
tries to collaborate.
It's on you.
I know people who have made good friends on social media.
Absolutely.
I have chatted with
That's true.
people for years. I haven't met them
before.
Same
Of
here.
course, of
Same
course.
here.
via social media.
And even reunited with some lost
Yeah,
family members
exactly.
and friends and
Because
school
you
friends
find
and
out
all
that you know when you connect with someone, you know when you have the same ideology
Yeah,
with people.
yeah.
Because number from their posts and you see the way you can tell that
Yeah,
okay, this
that's
person
right.
reasons like me.
That's right.
This person sees things like me. You want to make friends with such people, So it's for me it depends on the individual.
Absolutely.
How you choose, what you choose to do in that space, like I said from the beginning,
Yeah.
how you choose to view it, and at the same time, it's also our responsibility to be very responsible with the way
What
we
we put
you
out
know, it's just like saying, oh,
We have to be
okay,
responsible,
it's
yeah,
it's
right.
my body, then I go out naked, I'm walking on the street.
Exactly.
You know, I
You're right.
owe people that
Yes,
decency.
that's
Yeah,
To
and my
dress,
kids
right.
too.
and my
My
kids,
family.
Yes,
to
yes.
dress up nicely and to cover up. I mean, I can decide to show some skin at but there's a level
Yes,
to
yeah,
these
yes,
things.
yeah.
So that's just it. So
Yeah.
the use of social media has more advantages if people
Choose
decide-
to see it that way.
if people
way.
choose to see it that way, then
Than disadvantages.
focus on someone who is posting and being happy and saying they're trying to show off and everything. And that's why I said it's still a personality
It's still a
thing.
personality
So
thing. Yeah. Go on.
I'm going back to the posting now. I know we've touched so many different angles
Oh, yeah.
on who's posting and what posting.
Right.
But for those that are posting for personal use, I'm still saying it. For those that just want to post their family just for the fun
Right.
of
Fun
it,
of it.
right.
it shouldn't be an issue.
It shouldn't.
No, it should
It
not.
should not be an issue.
Yeah.
That's
It
why it's their
shouldn't.
personal space.
It's their personal space. If
Yeah,
I
you can mute them if you think it's too much.
Or
As
unfollow.
simple as
Unfollow.
that.
Unfollow.
No, sometimes you might not want to unfollow because maybe
Because
you are
of
in
your
a certain
friend.
mind
Yeah.
space, then
Yeah.
maybe you are not feeling too
Yeah.
uppity do or whatever,
Right.
and their post just hits you or it struck a wrong chord in you. You might still want to mute because I mean it's not
for a while.
a
Like
while.
you said, time out.
just give them a timeout,
Yeah,
and then later
and
when
then
you feel
later.
like okay, let me just see what this girl is up to.
Yeah.
And you can, I mean.
And then I feel people should do social media detox once in a while.
That's
My-
100%.
yeah.
Yes, I was going to
You
say
know,
that.
I'll be honest
Yeah.
with you. I've tried that several times, but because I have so many vendors I deal with. on social-
Exactly.
It is
so
hard
so
for
social
me.
media detox,
But-
if you're in that kind of space where people's posts disturbs you or bothers you,
You
Yeah.
mute
or
them.
I think
just
sometimes
detox yourself for some time
you know
and
what? I think
allow
sometimes
people.
it's not even by maybe because sometimes I've had to do a social media detox, not because I've been bothered by people's posts, but just because some
Or you find it
information
too
that I
addictive.
just don't, no, not even addiction. Some information that I just see, I could just go there and I could just see a particular news that will literally just break
Just mess
heart.
my day up. Exactly.
Do you understand? Yeah,
Exactly.
I did that during
Yeah.
the EndSARS protest because I couldn't.
Oh no,
It was
that
driving me.
protest,
It
that
was driving me crazy.
yeah.
So I said, okay, for 3 days I'll be off social media. But
Oh.
I find myself like wanting to go there
Go
and
back
find out
there.
what is happening.
Yeah.
Especially
Big-
with the diaspora. That's
Yeah,
the way
exactly.
we get to
We're
know
not exactly
what's
get
happening.
informed, yeah.
Because,
That's how we
yeah.
get informed and all
Because
of that.
like you said, this is a tool, but we also have to be conscious for this tool not to become the master.
Oh yeah.
Because
definitely.
imagine this tool becomes the master, that means it gets to that point whereby you literally feel you need to pick it up every moment
Yes,
too.
yes.
And we also feel they need to be validated. Oh, if I post this and they like, maybe to make my day. But really, they might make your day temporarily, but that's really not what you need.
But
There might be
trust-
something deep inside that you need
That
to
you're
work on.
missing, yeah.
That life doesn't change what you
I was
go
just
through,
gonna
that
say
will-
some people who just like it for like's sake. The fact that people like your post doesn't
Doesn't
mean
mean they like you.
they
Do you
love
know,
you.
do you know
Interesting.
people that
Doesn't
don't even like
mean-
people like your post?
Oh, absolutely.
They-
Absolutely.
you know,
they'll
so-
like and comment, but
they
it doesn't,
really
it
don't-
doesn't mean. It doesn't mean.
Meanwhile, you
anything.
have
But
some.
that's another topic.
Well,
for
yeah,
another
yeah,
day.
I feel like this
so,
topic has
so
been-
social media is so broad because you have
That's
some people
another
that will see your
topic for
post.
another day.
You can be celebrating her and they would never comment. They will never like it. They
But that
don't
doesn't
care.
mean anything.
It doesn't mean anything, but sometimes it also means something. So it depends on how you see it.
It
It
depends on
the
how you
relationship
see-
with the
exactly.
person.
Because I have a friend.
So,
let me
yeah.
tell you, I have a friend. She doesn't post anything on social media,
Right.
and she doesn't like. But anytime she sees it, she'll be like, "Ah, babe, I saw that post. Oh my god, it was very nice." I know she
So
likes me a lot.
why is she not? Why is she?
Because she's just an invisible social media
Why is she?
user.
So why
Let
is
me
she
just put it
there?
that way.
So why is she there?
I guess.
But that's
Well, no. She
For me,
could be there. No, she
Let me
could
tell
be
you.
there. She could be there for other things. Like maybe maybe she's following a pastor. She wants to know where the next church program will be.
That she should call the pastor or go to their website. Trust me.
No, I have.
If someone
she told me.
if someone is okay, so I could be
And I was
petty.
like, "Aw."
I could be petty with those kind of
Of
things.
people.
If you call yourself my very close friend, like in quotes, like you said, she loves you, she cares, she's in your social media space,
Right.
you're celebrating, she says nothing, she doesn't like your
But she
post,
texts me in private.
then that's not
She doesn't
real.
put it.
I know that.
You see,
Then-
it's different. The way I see it, like I said, it depends on how you view it.
Right.
I don't get my own validation from.
So
who's
it's not
commenting,
no. Trust
who's
me, it's not
liking.
validation. No.
No, for
Okay, it's not validation. Okay, I'm just a typical Yoruba girl or Yoruba.
I'd rather you call me than show
Yes.
me love on social media. To be honest,
Yes.
if I'm celebrating,
True.
you say something, I'd rather you do that than.
That's true.
I don't care about the likes. on
Okay,
social
maybe
media.
that's the way you are, but
That's the way
I just
am,
believe that
seriously.
if she's in my social media space and then she's coming privately to congratulate me, and why can't you say to the world? Why can't you let the world know that you're
Oh, but that
rejoicing
takes
with
me
me?
to
She's
another
my
thing that
friend.
we're
She's
going to
not
talk
Because
about.
the Bible says
That-
the Bible says rejoice with those who are rejoicing. You know, I'm not saying you should do it for the world to see.
But she's rejoicing.
But how would
Like,
you feel?
my junior sister, she's on Instagram, but she doesn't like or comment on any of my posts.
Thank you. My sister too is the same way.
She doesn't even really follow any of my pages like that, even though some. But we always talk about, oh, sis, you posted this, and we'll talk for like the whole
And she
day.
would advise you on
But
it.
no advice me, no,
But
it's
we
not
just
anything
talk
bad.
generally.
We
We
just
just
and
talk
she's like, oh,
generally.
that your dress, oh, something, and we talk and we laugh like that.
mean,
But she's there.
It's not that
But
serious.
Social
she-
media is a happy
It's not
place.
Right.
exactly. That's exactly. So I'm not going to get
But
mad.
yeah,
You don't
but that
post
takes me to
you
another
don't
thing that
comment.
we need to be
It's not that
conscious
serious.
about. I've seen people get mad because it was their birthday and they did not get their friend to greet them,
Just roll my
or
eyes.
maybe my friend didn't say thing. And I think that's something we should also work on, because I feel like social media
Okay.
has made us feel the need to be validated by these
No,
things.
so that's the word you said. For me, I don't think it's validation.
You think it's love?
No, listen to me, please. Listen to my perspective. You see, one thing I believe is give. I believe in reciprocating.
Okay.
You know, reciprocating. You know, and I believe in dealing with people according to their love language, right?
Okay.
So it now comes to what is my friend's love language? What is my own love language? Do you understand what I'm saying? I might not. Okay, I have friends that they don't care whether you post them or not. They know that they know how much you love them. They know how much you care.
But when you do, they're happy.
When you do this, they're happy. I mean, if you don't, they don't lose
get-
sleep.
Exactly.
Okay.
But they're happy if you do.
But there are some that
But
would want
but you
to.
see, there are some that are quite sensitive. Like, it's my birthday. You're my very good friend. This is a new era. Now this is social media. Now it has to do with visibility. Times have changed. Now I'm someone that probably posts this friend all the time.
Right.
Praises this friend to high heavens. You know, says good things about, like we say, give them their flowers while they are here. You know, I say nice things about my
agree, though.
friends. I try to let the world know that
You don't wait
I
till
really,
something is wrong, then we now
do
post.
you understand? And I'll tell you how great, because social media has given us that opportunity to even express love in a very in an open way. So why am I conservative about how I feel? Because I don't like social media. I'll call my friend private. Look, if I care about you, so that I'm just trying to say that different people. So some people feel, oh, if I do this for you and then it's my turn, it's my birthday, your
You
page
should be
says
able
nothing
to.
about me, you're calling me
I see,
privately,
okay.
you're telling me you love me, but the whole world knows how much I love you, but you have refused to sing me to the high heavens. For me, it might not be a problem. For someone else, that is their own love language.
So
that's the only way they
So
feel.
once you see that this is that person's love language, you
So
can
is
sort
that
of play with it.
understandable?
Because
No, I don't agree with that. I'm not going to say
Yeah.
because this is what you like. I have to go out of my own way just to show the world that I like you by posting
Because,
social
yeah.
You are not
media.
showing the world.
Listen,
That is your own friend's love language.
that's my friend.
That's going to give her joy.
I'm not. Okay.
Do you
I
understand?
guess I've gotten to that point in my life where I'm going to do what I think is right, and I'm not going to try and go out of my way to please. So this particular instance now that I just mentioned to you about
Right.
that friend that does not post. She doesn't like. What? She'll call me privately. We talk. And
sure.
I know.
Oh yeah,
without a shadow of doubt
that
she's
cares.
a genuine
Exactly.
friend.
That's
so
true.
just because she doesn't post me
does
does not mean anything.
That's because that's not
if
your
she
love
celebrates-
language.
No, hold on. And if she celebrates, and I choose to post that, she will appreciate it. You understand what I'm saying? But just because she's not liking,
That
she's
is
not
what
commenting.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
But if
That's
it is your love language and it is not my love language, I don't think you should hold me to that standard.
Okay, can
You
I?
should
Can
not.
I?
I agree though.
You
Okay,
should not.
Yaduni, can I say something?
Let me finish my thoughts. She's a private person.
Okay.
I know I will post her 1,001 times. That's my own love language, right? Because I'm a social media user, but she's not. She will call me in private and appreciate me.
Right.
She will call me in private and celebrate with me.
Right.
That doesn't mean.
she loves you.
Exactly. So now that's what we're
my
still
love
saying.
language.
Yes.
She's not doing it for me, but I'm not going
We are
to hold
not-
her foot
hold
to
her-
fire
Listen
because
to me.
she's not doing it.
Listen
I
to
see
me.
what you're saying.
Now we're still saying the same thing. So you are showing everything, you're posting her and everything because that's your love language. That's what you enjoy to do.
Doing it, yeah.
That's your love language. Now it's not her love language. She's not bothered by it. So whether you do it, whether she does
do
it
it
or
or
not,
not,
she wouldn't feel
she
bad.
wouldn't.
It
So
won't
what I'm
bother her.
saying is, just know who you're dealing with. There are some friends. Okay, for instance, now. Yadini, I'll say, oh Yadini, you haven't come to my house.
It's love.
It doesn't mean that.
Yeah.
She
I know
loves
that.
you less,
I
of
told
course.
you.
Oh.
I said, oh, if I count 4 people that love me genuinely, I will count Yadini.
course,
It doesn't. So it sometimes it's not about all the showy stuff.
Exactly.
But at the same time, we have to live intentionally. Okay, so for me, I have told myself I want to be intentional. I'm not going out of my way. I'm not trying to please anyone. But I just have to be intentional about relationships. So it depends on who you are, or who this person is to you, or how this person means to you. Now, if you want to be intentional, you want to study people and say, okay, how can I be friends with this person peacefully? So that's the way I would expect my friend to be my friend and understand me. You have understood that friend of yours, that she's a private person, she doesn't care and all of that, and your relationship is beautiful.
Right.
But when some other person is your kind of person, say she loves to be on social media, she loves the validation, she loves the showy stuff, and even if it is just one post, I mean, it doesn't hurt. Do you understand what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, everybody is fine. So for me, it's just being intentional, being sensitive to other people. Some people say, I did not. If I have a lot of friends, if it's my birthday, even just a happy birthday is fine. Even if you don't remember, you don't have to post my picture. It's not a big deal. But there are some certain people like Bisola. If it's my birthday and you don't post it, Bisola, I'll call you and
Oh my goodness.
I'll be very crazy.
Now we have to know.
Imagine if you don't post, I would tell you that. Come on, what's going on?
All
So
right,
that's
I'm
for
going to post you on
me.
your birthday.
That's for me. If Bisi doesn't post my picture, I'll call her. Bisi, have I done something wrong to you? That's because it's just us. So for me, I just feel, oh, this is us. I wouldn't hold any other person to that standard because. So it depends on the level and the layer of relationship.
And understanding.
Yes, and
Level of
understanding. And then
understanding.
for me, it's not about validation. Some people live precariously on social media. They love the validation. If they have one like, they will cry, they will not sleep. I really don't care about those
Okay, I
kind
can't
of
laugh
things.
about that because it's a real serious thing that people are actually going
Going
through.
through.
Yeah, so especially people who are
Yeah.
business owners.
Yeah,
So
it's
I mean, if I post a picture of my face and you don't like it, doesn't make me less beautiful.
Yeah.
So
But it takes a lot for you to literally understand that.
to get to that mental
Get to
space.
that mental space. Because it's a lot, and it's not even
Exactly.
something we can wrap up.
Exactly.
You
And that's why I said it has to
don't
do with
get
your
up.
mental.
Yeah, it has to.
It has to
And
do with your mental space.
I just realized that every one of us have different opinions when it comes to things like
A
this.
whole lot, and more opinions out there.
More
Amen.
several
Amen.
opinions. Like other people could be
Amen.
watching it and this, and they could be like, you know what, this is what they think. So it's
Oh,
like
that's not what I think.
that's
or
not what I
that's not
think.
right.
Exactly. So as we're rounding up, because we have just like 2 more minutes, is
Okay.
there anything you just want to say, just like 30 seconds before I go ahead and round up, when it comes to how to control your mind, what you're looking at on social media, or how it has affected you positively or negatively? Just 1 or 2 things you just want to say to someone watching this today.
Well, for me, I'd say social media has impacted me positively and negatively. But when it comes to the positive ones, I try to embrace it as much as I can. And for the negative ones, I just let go. I don't try to give it a chance or maybe a second thought and say, okay, maybe now. If I just feel like this post, it doesn't edify me,
or add any value
it doesn't
to you.
add any value to me.
Right.
I just mute. If it's a personal friend, somebody that I know one-on-one, I'll mute just out of respect so they won't feel a certain way and cause another rift out of social media that, oh, she unfollowed me, what did I do?
Yeah,
Without
that
them knowing.
follow,
So I'll probably mute. But if somebody that I really don't know, I just ran into, I'll just mute that kind of post and narrow streamline my post and make sure those people that I'm seeing or that are popping up on my timeline or whatever are what I want to see. So that's pretty much it, and it has helped me with networking. To be quite honest, I've been able to meet quite a few people on there. My former high school friends that I lost contact with years ago.
So that's what I like the pros.
From one person adding them to the other, and then before you know it, I'm able to reconnect. Oh, hey girl,
same here.
So I mean, that's pretty much it.
That's awesome. Anything? 30 seconds.
Like we've said it all. We can't even exhaust the issue of social
No, we
media
can't. I feel like so many we
minutes.
still needed to say today.
Yeah, so but what I just do is, for me, I'm a very happy-go-lucky person. I love to be happy. I love people smiling.
Oh, yes.
I love anything that edifies. So for me, what I do with my page is I post family, I post motivational things I come across and I feel this thing, I don't want to lose it. I want someone else to enjoy the benefit, because there are some pages you go to, someone else doesn't have access to it or hasn't, so I just think it's visible for them on my page, and just come to my page and smile and be happy. And that's just what I do with my own page, and I just try to keep the mental space clean, be open-minded, be happy for people when they're celebrating. When people are happy, be happy for them. There are a lot of bad things going around in the world. I'd rather open someone's page and see them dancing, smiling, celebrating, than to see obituary or some sad news or donation for kidney or heart problem, So, I mean, it should just be a happy space. It shouldn't be that hard, so people shouldn't take it to heart,
I agree.
And just live and let live. And saying that, let's also use social media responsibly.
I like that. Because I feel like we're in this world whereby people want to know your problems or your issues, but they want you to hide those happy things that are going on in your life.
I won't even come on social media and display my problems.
Exactly. So nobody will display their problems. If you see someone on there, they're going to show the good things that's going on in their lives. So, I just like the scripture says, guard your heart jealously. If you are seeing something or someone that doesn't edify you, something that doesn't add value to you, it is a phone, literally.
It's in your hands.
It's in your hands.
And the controls are there.
The controls are there.
Unfollow,
exactly. So you can do that. But also, I like the way we also said post responsibly. We also have to be conscious that there are people looking at you that see you as a role model. I got to that point where, I mean, it's not even like I post. Like, I was telling someone the other day, I'm like, what, I want to stop posting such and such. And they're like, what do you even post? What do you even post? Do you understand? So, but that was just my mindset. I'm thinking to myself, okay, I feel like there are people looking at me, and it's important for us to be conscious of that, There are people who, I mean, I've seen people's posts that has really, really encouraged me and motivated me.
Absolutely. Some people have lost deals because of their social media.
Because of what? Yes.
Influencers have lost deals because of what they said, what they did on social media.
People have lost their
millions
jobs.
of deals. People have lost jobs. People, so at the end of the day,
whether we like it or not, these companies, just by the search of your name, your last name, they're able to find you on social media and see the kind of person you actually are.
I'm telling you.
So at the end of the day, in as much as we want people to live and let live, do what
we have to be responsible.
We still have to be responsible. Like I said, the internet never forgets.
It doesn't.
Some people now doing interviews, they ask for their social media accounts. And they look through their posts. It's that serious. So it's up to you what you do with your time and your social media space,
Yeah,
but to be responsible about
and
it.
just like you said, it is a tool. We have to be conscious for this tool not to become a master, because when the tool becomes the one that controls us, it controls our emotion, what I say on social media will determine my joy and everything. No, I feel like for me, I'm not trying to be over spiritual, but I feel like, okay, the joy of the Lord is my strength.
Amen.
You know, so let's just try and guard our hearts, be conscious of what we allow to, what we put on our pages. Like we said, mute some pages. Don't you may want to follow if you want to.
It's not that hard.
It's just a button right there.
You have privacy control. You can put your page on private.
But I pray that God really helps us. You know, I hardly post, but I've had someone send me a toxic. One time I traveled and I traveled and I posted just 2 pictures of myself out of the country, and the person sent me a message and said, "Oh, is this your first time there?" And my question was,
you told me.
What do you mean by this? My first
and the person
time
said
there?
because you
Exactly, and I said, I posted
like
2. You know, and she's like,
you don't
she said, I'm a very analytical person. I really analyze.
You don't even owe her. You don't owe her an explanation.
And this is not someone I'm close to. So I began to look at myself and I was like,
you don't owe her
I was
an
like,
explanation.
No,
they always watch. Trust me, they always watch.
So I told myself
the viewers are more than the viewers.
Right. So I had an option of, should I just decide not to even post at all? But I decided, well, I'm going to mute this person, and this person wouldn't have the opportunity to see all people seeing me.
Exactly.
You know, so
if my joy is killing you and it's depressing
so
you
there
that
are
much,
different people out
you
there.
have no business to be on my page.
Because like we said, you can't please everyone.
Yeah.
Me that I'll tell myself I hardly post and somebody has a problem with it.
So
and even if you post your journey, your trips, it's your page, it's your prerogative.
But we still have to post responsibly,
exactly,
I guess. But
like
we
we
should just
said.
be conscious of,
Yeah.
I really pray that everything that we've said has, impacted you. I pray that you learned one thing or the other. I think we should do this thing again because we
should.
Finish it.
Yeah,
we didn't finish it.
No, I feel like
we're just jumping from here, there,
we're jumping from everything.
Because there's a whole lot to talk about. The influence of
much.
social media on teenagers, on
yes.
our children,
on our marriages,
yes. Influences on the singles.
Expectations are put out there that
you.
normal human beings can't live up to.
The influence of social media on singles, talking about in-laws, talking about expectations from their future spouse.
It is so much.
So it's a broad conversation. We can finish it.
We can't finish it today, but I pray that the Lord
it's
will
going to
help
be a
us
part 2. Watch
it's
out
a
for
loss
part 2.
because the other day sorry, let me just add this real quick because we might as well just break this clip into part 1 and 2. Because I've had someone say somebody was going to get married and her mother she did like a pre-wedding shoot and she wore something and her mother-in-law saw it on Facebook and her mother-in-law said
that was the end.
No, not even really the end, but why would you wear this kind of thing, and they were on her. I mean, it got to a point that her husband was siding her all of a sudden.
Let's see reasons with them. Like,
I mean, it became a mess.
Maybe that's true. Maybe.
So, but that's another topic that I feel like if we start, because there are so many things.
Social media, a lot of women have found out that their husbands are cheating on them on social media, that their husband has another family.
That's another kind of woman.
That's another family on social. So social media has its pros and cons. Like I said, we just scratch the surface because it's not a topic. Yeah. It's all encompassed. We have to break it in series. It's something you have to do in series. So.
We will. All right, thank you so much for watching. The part 2 will be out shortly. My awesome friends, these women, oh my goodness, I love them so much.
We love you too,
this is
girl.
It's
been such a pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Thank
you so much for coming
here.
Thank
you for having us.
And I really hope this blesses you. Watch out for part 2, and thank you so much for watching. God bless you.
Bless you.